Hey, what's up, guys? I decided to take a little walk and I was like, oh, let's have a little chat. So, tomorrow, I figured I might be doing updates on my health or whatever. So, tomorrow, I'm actually going to be going to the doctor and I'm going to be getting a CT scan. Okay, so I started that video off all wrong. I'm not going tomorrow to get a CT scan. I'm going tomorrow to get an ultrasound because that's what it was. I was originally supposed to get a CT scan. So, yeah, rewind that, scratch that. Ultrasound tomorrow, and I have to fast. That's another thing I didn't mention. So I have to fast for 8 hours before the ultrasound, and I don't think I've fasted a day in my life unless it was just like me sleeping all day. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this. No water, no food. You know I'm greedy. Y'all know I like to eat. And it's been like this whole like crazy thing because like I've been having like digestive issues for some reason, and I'm not altogether sure why. I just been like feeling really sick and bloated and just like all like nauseous and all this stuff. And I went to the doctor, they ran some tests, and they were just like, oh, we don't see anything. And then my doctor emailed me back and he was like, oh, you have something called, what was it? Functional dyspepsia, which then he's like, oh, there's no treatment and there's nothing we can do. And I'm just like, okay, I'm okay with that. So I ended up switching doctors and just trying to find out if I could go see a specialist. Oh, actually, let me back up. So the doctor, after he had diagnosed me with this FD or whatever, this phantom sickness, and saying I need to go see a therapist, was like, oh, why don't you go and take a CT scan? And I was like, okay, whatever, as long as I can figure out what's wrong, you know, as long as we're testing. And then I had talked to my friend and she was like, oh, you know, there's a lot of radiation in that. And I was like, oh, there is? So then I was like, nah, I don't want to really do that first. Like, what other option is there? So when I saw the new doctor, I was like, okay, so what other options is there? And she's like, you may still want to do a CT scan, but we could try an ultrasound. So I actually have an ultrasound tomorrow. I've had one before, but this is going to be like in the abdomen area, and hopefully they figure out what's going on and so I can feel better. I feel a little bit better than I did before. There's always something going on with me. My bad. I was walking, so I'm a little out of breath and I'm definitely out of shape. So yeah, there's going to be a little bit of in this video. So if anybody has ever dealt with like gastric or like reflux issues, because I've been having, so one of the symptoms I've been having is like, it's not heartburn, although I have a history of that. It's like pressure in the throat, and then my throat got really mucousy, and then I started feeling like irritation and burning, but I think that was just because I was like hacking so much. But it could have been acid too. I did feel like acid in my throat, and then like just like all fullness and just like all these different things. Yeah, so now that's not quite as bad, but I still feel super bloated and crampy in the stomach and like the upper area. So I've been trying to adjust my diet somewhat, but I have not been completely good. I don't want to lie. I've been eating sweets and stuff, although I've been eating like more like oatmeal and pumpkin and like squashes and steamed or like cooked veggies and like not any red meat or anything at the moment. I've still been sneaking in like sweets and stuff in between. So it's not exactly a full clean diet, but it's in progress. So I'll update you guys what happens tomorrow, or not tomorrow, or whenever I feel better. And then hopefully we'll see what these test results say, because I want to be normal, or close to normal as I can be for me. So yeah, if there's anyone that can give me any advice on this, some of the things I've been doing to treat it, and also some of the things the doctors recommended was apple cider vinegar. So I'm not recommending anybody do these things. I'm just saying I'm doing these things. So disclaimer, I am not telling anyone to treat, diagnose, or anything like that. I'm just sharing my experience. So yeah, so I've been doing apple cider vinegar, and she recommended maybe taking fennel seeds, and then I posted on my Instagram about taking sauerkraut. So I've been taking that before my meals, and like not drinking water during my meals, and eating smaller meals and all that stuff. So I've been trying to switch up how I've been doing things, and hopefully it will be helpful. So if you guys like this kind of thing, these little short updates or whatever on my health, I don't know, like I'm not even sure if I'm going to upload this, let me know. I figured, you know, since my life is just not how it was in the city, that I still want to upload content, but sometimes it's not always like in the like original style. So maybe I'll just start uploading like health updates or just like what's going on with me kind of thing. So this is like number one of I don't know how many. We'll see how it goes. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'm glad it seems like people liked like the last two uploads. I'm really appreciative of anyone that's continued to watch or anyone that's new. I'll hopefully talk to you soon, and thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Bye!